cashapp22 IG. Welcome back to Our Opinion Podcast. I'm your co-host Terence, here with my co-host Michael and Jhoan.
Yes, sir.
How you guys doing? It's been a while since we've been on the show. How you guys been?
I have been pretty good. I guess since, we didn't drop anything last week, we'll just quick recap of you guys' New Year's.
Shit. It was decent for me. I had some fam slide out to my crib and shit. We went out in Whitewater. Got teed and whatnot. Was with my girl. So, it was a good night for me.
Okay. What'd you?
Spent it at a friend's family's house. Stayed there till midnight. Didn't think that was going to happen. And then they wanted to go to a club. $30 entrance fee. It was already after midnight. So
You was paying for your girl too?
No, she was paying for me.
He said, "Oh, it's fine,
She
it's
had
fine."
said, "I know you don't want to go, but it's like I'll pay for it."
She's ready to drop 60?
No, she wasn't. She was like, because usually it's $10.
So she's ready to drop the dub.
The dub, it's like, yeah, like I'll pay
That
for
New
it. It's
Year's
like,
special.
Yeah, they
like-
said, we need...
because
20 more.
for me, it's like I'm gonna pay $10 or $20 if I pay for both of us, and I'm gonna just be like this.
You're not going to dance in the club with your girl tonight?
I don't really. I mean, you remember me and LaFolle
I feel like
dances.
I feel like he would dance like Carl from the Fresh Prince. That definitely seems
I don't
like
know,
that.
shit.
Again, like it's literally just the same thing from LaFolle. Like
You're
literally,
driving too, though, huh?
yeah.
so
And it's
you
like
can't really
it's
drink and shit.
from where I live to the Dells, and that's already like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, so you can't drink.
So it's already.
Have you heard about what he does when he drinks?
He man's wanders off.
Mans goes on adventures,
Yeah,
hides under
so
cars.
the first time this man got drunk with me, bro, he was out in my crib in Whitewater. Never been there, don't know nobody, don't know the layout. I turn around and he's gone. And his non-girlfriend at the time, that his current girlfriend is whatever, she like freaking out, asking me where the fuck he is and shit. And I'm like, I'm damn near just as drunk as y'all. I don't know. I didn't know he left my house. This man was wandering around the streets for I don't even know how long. It had to be at least 20, 30
And keep in mind,
minutes.
if you told him while he was sober, hey, go walk in the dark in an unrecognized neighborhood, are you fucking stupid? Why would I do that? but he just felt like adventuring, I guess.
Comes back and he's like, oh yeah, bro, I just went on a walk. It's like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think it's every time that any party that I've gone to.
He said, I just
There's one time where I was just gone. I didn't remember like after a certain point, and then later the next day, bro, like that you left for 30 minutes and like he was just outside doing whatever. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember anything after blank point.
That's tough. Don't be in the wrong situation.
I don't like getting
Something
that
forgot.
drunk. I don't like getting that drunk with people that I'm like not close with though. Do you like? Do
I
you
mean, but at
care?
that point,
No.
at those situations, I've been with people that like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
close with. It's not like if I go to a party where maybe you know their friends and I don't know them.
Yeah,
I
I'm not
would
gonna
do that.
I'm not gonna get fucked up.
No.
I'm putting I don't know what the fuck going on.
Especially me, like I not get lost.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, with me, like personally, like, yeah, I have to be in my comfort zone. To really get fucked up, and like I don't really when I drink, like anybody that knows me knows, like I don't really drink and get like fucked up. Like,
Yeah,
I get drunk, but like
Yeah.
I'm not like.
There was
Drunk
one time I remember you
That was my 21st
Yeah.
birthday though. You
I've
can't,
never,
Yo, brother,
I've
yo,
never
brother
been
got you.
that.
bro. No, that the 21st birthday is the 21st birthday though.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you know how that's supposed to go. Like we finished probably like 3 or 4 bottles before even going out to the
Did
bar.
other activities.
Yeah,
And then went to the bar.
And then went to the bars and shit, and then we at the bar, so I'm already fucked up. So it's just shots, more cups of like I'm drinking. We drinking. It's 21st.
Yeah.
I don't remember half that night, like for real. But like that was the only night that I don't remember. Like
That's crazy. You don't?
Fully, at
Did
least.
you remember when we went to the club?
yeah, to the bars.
Oh, okay, cool. Because I was gonna
See,
say
like I remember that night. Like I remember like probably I want to say like 85% of it. The
Oh,
only
okay,
parts that I
cool.
really lost out was like getting home. I remember walking to the car. That was it.
Oh, like you.
And
was,
then once we got to the crib, I didn't remember. I remember grabbing another bottle of alcohol out the refrigerator in
Oh
my
my
crib
god.
after getting to the house, and then like that was it. I know after I woke up, I checked my phone call log and text messages and found out I was calling and texting Katie for like 20, 30 times for no reason, blowing her phone up and shit like that because I was fucked up.
It'd be like that.
You know?
fucked up, though.
It
You're
just
like,
be
who can I
like
hit up right
It'd just be like that.
Who hasn't heard from me in a while?
But like, yeah, like, but like I remember like the whole party. I remember the whole party. I remember taking money from motherfuckers, winning games.
For a
shit
second,
like
when
that.
you said taking money from, I was like, my man turns into a thief when he's drunk. I was like, oh my.
No. I just get like damn near kind of cold at shit when I'm drunk, like competitively.
He was challenging it because I think it was Greg. He was like, bro, I'm the best at 2K. Like, put some money on it. And he was already lit, so he was like, taking shots, bet $5 next game. Yeah, he's like, bet $5 next game. And he won a couple games.
Yeah, and then Miles was trying to hop on the dice and shit like that, so we started rolling the dice and took a couple dollars off of him. It was a decent little birthday.
I can't play that.
I think it's. I just don't know the rules.
Bro,
like,
when
you
they
can rob me blind.
When they call shit before like it even like finishes, they'd be like 30. Some random number.
Yeah.
Like 4-7, 4-6, 4-4. Like
I'm gonna have to show y'all at like.
Cause like
we're not gonna do a tutorial
bro,
on YouTube.
you could be like, all right, this is my first roll, and you get a bad number, but you be like, oh, it's 9, but it's my first roll, so.
Yeah, bro. Bro, house rules is such a thing with people, brother. Oh, you gotta follow house rules.
See, the thing with dice is like you really gotta know who you playing with, cause like motherfuckers will get you, bro.
You
like,
see?
the house rules is real. Like motherfuckers will get you, but like if you just playing a standard dice game, like after I explain it to y'all, bro, it's really not.
I think you've tried explaining.
It's
it to me.
not
like,
that
that's
hard.
The thing too.
It's just like it's only hard conceptually to think about, like in terms of like figuring out the numbers and all of that shit. But like once you like hear the layout and play a couple rounds without paying for money,
I guess
you'll be fine. But like
you peep what numbers to get.
Play for
what.
chips, damn.
I mean, shit, yeah, you know, I'm always down to take some money. So
Yeah, last time he won $2.
shit, it's whatever, but we can run it back whenever, you know. So.
Also, now I'm thinking about it, just because we're talking about being drunk and stuff. If like my wedding, don't do that hangover shit with me. Like,
What you
don't
mean?
lose me.
You mean for your bachelor party?
Yeah, like don't lose me.
Don't get lost.
I was gonna say, bro.
But if you know me and you're like, oh, get him
We'll
drunk.
turn your GPS on or some shit, bro.
Air tag. We're gonna have an air tag.
Oh, damn
Square,
near.
some shit, an Apple tag or something, bro.
Because you were saying that I'll get lost, and I'm thinking like, damn, like that's damn near the whole thing for the Hangover. Three movies,
we
three
dream,
times.
No, like we probably gonna go somewhere for the bachelor party, like probably
Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
Vegas, LA. We gonna go somewhere, so
It's
yeah,
gotta be Vegas.
definitely can't get lost.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll keep tabs on you. We'll take shifts.
We'll probably give you an air tag and then put an air tag in your shoe without you knowing about it or some shit like that.
You think I'd be the type of like, you know what? Fuck it.
That's why we're saying we're gonna put one in your shoe.
110% can see you doing that.
You'd be like, man, let's see how hard it is for them to find me.
like, bro, fuck you. Like, I'm trying to be by myself. All right, bro.
Hey, Michael, what kind of drunk do you think you'd be?
What time of what?
What kind of drunk do you think you'd be? Because
I've
you're not
been
21, so you know you've never really experienced it.
Right.
Right? Okay. What type of drunk do I think I'd be? Well, first of all, when I get drunk,
What?
when I do get drunk at the age of 21, which is the legal age in the United States, what do I think I will do? Well, I think that I just kind of sit there. I don't really get like.
So
I don't get like.
are you
I
kinda
wouldn't get
boring?
like. No, I wouldn't get like stupid wasted. Like that's not something I would do.
Right, have you ever gotten?
The only times that I would get stupid wasted, I think, is maybe like if I was at a friend's. I think maybe I like one time I would do it. Post tense, not past tense. But yeah, no. Like for me, I think I could take probably like 12 shots, be solid. I mean,
You think that's true?
I think, yeah. I mean, I think
What qualifies a shot though? Like, what are y'all taking
Like
a shot?
this?
Y'all got a shot cup or y'all
like a cup. I think I could take 14,
Of
15
what?
shots of Jose Cuervo. I think, right?
I mean,
As in, I've
Maybe.
never done it, right? you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like shit.
And I
How
remember.
many drinks do you think it takes for you, like in terms of shots? If you had to
Like
quantify,
shots?
yeah, if you quantify.
I
the
feel
shots.
like I don't know, because I guess liquor hits different with everybody. Because like some people can do beer all day,
yeah,
and some people can't do hard liquor at all, and some people can do hard liquor, but beer fucks them up or wine does.
Because I think I exaggerated. Okay, let's say maybe like 13, 14 before I think I would really be.
I think it's
When
like
do you think you're like? When do you start to feel buzzed?
At 8, I start to realize that I have to keep my composure. I think.
So
I think-
okay, around the 8, it's more like
That's when I think it starts hitting, and I'm like, okay, I understand, but I don't get like, I
You're
wouldn't
not
get like,
you're not
"Ah."
sloppy with it.
I'm
at
just
8.
like,
Yeah. I definitely like. It takes a decent amount to get sloppy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like my 21st birthday. Like that was the only time I got sloppy.
But
I
I
was
think
allowed
that
alcohol.
I would go walk home back if I were to live alone. This is so hard. Okay. And I would remember when the air hit me and that shit. Really, I wouldn't remember getting home. Yeah, but.
But how many shots do you think?
I think it's like
Before
maybe
you feel it.
6.
Before you feel it?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
'Cause, like-
that's probably about right. 6 to 8.
Yeah, I think like to get like messed up or handle, maybe 13, 14. Like before you get pretty like
But
What
like
do you mean
the
by
thing
messed
is,
up, though?
like drunk.
like yeah,
Like, sloppy?
Yeah,
because once you get to
Because-
those numbers, like 1 or 2 can make a difference. Can make a
Yeah,
big
Oh
difference.
yeah,
I was gonna say,
one
'cause-
because it gets to that threshold where it's like one more
'cause-
shot and you're over the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because like you think, oh, I could do 7 and barely feel it, or just start to feel it. Let me do another 7. You damn near get to 4 more, and you're already like, yeah, maybe I should slow down.
Type shit. Yeah, definitely for sure. Yeah, I think you're about right for me personally too. Like 6 to 7, I'm probably like, all right, yeah, we definitely getting there, like for
Yeah.
sure. And then like around 12, 13, it's like, all right, we probably get some water, maybe chill out for a little
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
We can get back to it a little later.
Because
but,
you know your body. You know when you start to
Yeah.
feel like, hey, if you keep doing this, eventually that shit's gonna come up. If you
Yeah.
keep going at this pace that you're going at, because you can start off fast, but you can't keep going fast the whole way
yeah.
through.
Yeah.
I start drinking water. Like we could be at a friend's house or a friend's whatever, and as soon as I start feeling it,
yeah,
just because I know how I am when I'm drunk, I gotta find water somewhere or
Just
drink a bottle.
eat something before.
Yeah,
for me it's eating like a good amount of food, like a decent meal beforehand, like not necessarily like right before, but like
Yeah.
within the day's time, before, a couple hours before going out. But like New Year's this year, I kind of fucked up because like we was at the crib pre-gaming and shit. We probably took like 10 or 11 shots before we went to the bars. Then like I got a couple of drinks at the bars and shit. We took a couple more shots, but like I was fine. But then I bottled of champagne and
so he was mixing stuff.
I drunk the whole bottle of champagne.
But that should be
myself.
tasting good though.
That
That's
shit
why,
was
'cause
hitting,
when
bro.
you're
Like, I
drunk, that
wasn't
shit tastes
mad
like
about
a
it.
fucking sparkling juice.
I wasn't mad
Yeah.
about it, but like it was just the fact that it was so bubbly and shit. That was like, but like other than that, other than like my 21st and like that day, I don't really like throw up when I drink. Even if I do get like messed up, I'm okay. But like once it gets to mixing and shit, a little bit of light, a little bit of dark, maybe some bubbly.
I think I would have only done that once. Like
I think I
just,
like doing
just
that.
once. I don't like
Like
doing
mixing.
that. Oh, I thought you meant like getting that.
No.
Like getting
Like
that.
I like mixing drinks. Like
Oh yeah.
Light and dark.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
what?
because I
I
was
was
don't.
talking about making fruit, like fruit tasting drinks. 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
with fruity drinks. I don't give a fuck,
No.
bro.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that shit
bro.
tastes
When I
good,
go to
bro.
restaurants with my girl,
Bro, or
yeah,
when people,
I have the pinkest drink, bro. I don't give
when
a fuck.
people
That
would
shit,
tell me like, if people would tell me like, oh, you're watering that or like chasing, like, what does it matter? Like, bro, I'm not
Bro,
doing this to
dude.
prove anything to anybody.
Yeah,
If I were to drink.
But what are you saying?
No, I mean that. Like I like
Mixing?
mixing. Yeah, so like I'll drink like tequila with like a juice, and then like whiskey with like Coke, and like drink those 2 back to back, or and then add a beer or something like
type
jump
shit.
around.
Type shit. Yeah. No, I'm more of like a consistent. Like
Yeah, so-
if I'm drinking light, I'm gonna try and stick to light. But like
Yeah.
I don't. It doesn't affect me if I really mix.
Not
it.
yet.
I'll finish it off. With,
It'll
like,
be a point where
different
we hit
color.
our 30s. It's like-
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, we're different. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like I'll finish it off with a different color, but I don't like. I wouldn't want to go dark light, dark light, dark light.
I
Dark
feel
light.
like
yeah.
Boy, you
I think that would fuck you up. Yeah, no cap.
you on some other shit with that one. That's for real. But like, yeah, I don't know. And it's just crazy though, cause like if you would have asked me, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, like if I would ever like drink, actually 2.5, 3 years ago, yeah, you would have been like, Terrence, bro, in a couple years you finna be drinking alcohol. I would have laughed at you. I would have told you like, bro, I don't, cause like I did not fuck with alcohol. I was like, bro, I'm not finna really drink or nothing like that, bro. Like it didn't really appeal to me. Then it was just like, it's like, fuck it, bro, we'll give it a try. We'll see what's talking about. Had some of the right drinks and shit, kind of kicked in with the right people and shit, and like the vibe was nice. So it's like, oh yeah, we can get behind this a little bit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, beer low key doesn't really affect me that much though, cause like I've knocked down like 6, 7 beers. And
Beer is just gets too gross for me to want to get wasted off of it.
I definitely can't get beer drunk. Like that shit's gross.
You know how people do that? They buy like fucking boxes of them.
Yeah, they be finishing
Dude,
cases
that's.
and shit, bro.
I feel like that's
can't.
some like labor shit. Like some labor people shit,
I
bro.
literally can't do it. I just don't like the taste of beer.
Hilario, he will drink beer all
Yeah, I remember.
night,
bro. Because when we went on the boat,
yeah,
that man was yeah.
And like he's like that during like a party. He'll start at 7, keep going till like 11, just
Straight
constantly beer, and then wake up at 6 or 5 in the morning before everybody else, and you just see him like with another beer.
Keep in mind, this motherfucker's a gym rat.
No, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And that's how his whole family's built like that. Like that's
Beer's just I can't drink. I can't do it.
If I enjoyed it, maybe like if
Yeah,
I
if it
genuinely
was-
was like,
Yeah, if it was a good taste, sure.
yeah.
I do. I will say though, like sometimes, like a beer and like a bar burger, like that combination do be hitting
Fuck is
sometimes.
a bar burger?
Like a burger from a bar.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like it was called a bar burger. I was like,
No,
what the fuck is a
no,
bar
like a
burger?
burger.
You know, as soon as you said that, I knew he was gonna ask.
Like, you know, pub food.
Because the way he said it, a bar burger, like
Yeah,
what?
bar burger.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah, that shit do be hitting sometimes, but like, it's just not a drinking choice.
Yeah.
Not a drinking choice.
Shit. Well, I mean, for me, New Year's wasn't really shit, so that's why I hadn't really brought that
Your
up.
21st coming up though. We finna get you sloppy done.
Whitewater?
Yeah, we could.
Oh,
For
tradition.
Sure, for sure.
Whitewater merch, but
Other people are just us and
I mean,
whoever's in Whitewater.
I'm cool with like people y'all know, but
I was gonna say
I wouldn't want to make it a big shebang. To be honest, I'm not a big shebang type of person.
It's not a lot of space in that hole for nobody to sleep, and y'all niggas gonna be fucked up. So,
Okay.
cause like the two of y'all already is gonna be like, yeah, one of y'all might have to sleep on the floor.
And it's definitely gonna be the birthday boy. That's for sure.
I'm gonna tell you right now. If we give them that warning, odds are they're still gonna show up.
Yeah, you not wrong. Cause they
Like-
was sleeping everywhere at the last crib. Bro.
Everywhere, like ground, couches.
But no,
Table
see, I also
down there.
have more carpet in my crib, and the
Carpet's not
last
that bad,
time
though.
y'all had motherfuckers
Oh,
in my
yeah.
house, bro, that shit was.
It was a lot more like hardwood.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it,
yeah.
yeah.
You got a yard?
Yeah, but
I
I,
mean,
guess
motherfuckers
it would
not
be
sleeping in the
warm.
yard, though.
Yeah,
It'd be
but-
warm outside, so I guess we could do shit outside. That would be busted too.
I guess we're planning the whole thing here, but anyways.
You're like,
You're like, I don't have a big fence, but it's, you know.
Like, shit, we just need a table, couple chairs.
he said, "Let me ask around, see what I can do."
Get outside, you got fire.
You
outside,
see this?
you know what I mean?
It could be a decent night.
Yeah, type shit.
Shit.
Like, you got a fence, so real talk.
No fence.
No?
Not a fence. You said a fence. I didn't say a fence.
I know. That's what I was saying, because I'm like, damn, should I be drunk too?
He said, "Zach, we gonna need a fence."
He's really worried about getting lost.
Because, like,
worried
if,
about
I don't know. Like I said, there's a point where, like, knowing the party,
See, but that's the thing. Like,
Doing more
it'd
than
be
one thing.
his 21st, so I wouldn't be fucked up.
Yeah, I would want him to get drunk, but then, like, if he's not blackout,
Because
that's
also
cool.
like at that point, like I'm hosting, you know, so like I can't
Yeah.
be to the point where it's like I can't host for y'all. You
I mean,
know?
but there's been points where I wasn't blacked out, and I still would want to walk.
Yeah, but I mean, at that point, we'll be keeping more of a close eye on you. you
we
know?
really gonna have to air
I
tag this.
didn't know
motherfucker.
that you was a fucking walker until that day, so it wasn't.
I mean,
like
that was the first time.
Yeah, that's
really.
what I'm saying. So it was like it wasn't.
He
like
was
I
probably
could
just
prepare.
vibing with friends.
Like it was all his friends too. Like I didn't really have nobody over there. I just turned around, like kicking it with them and shit. I'm like, where the fuck is Jhoan?
Yeah.
He gone. He gone. What the fuck you mean he gone?
John definitely seems like the type of person to pick up a light jog when he's drunk.
He's
Just
like,
like,
shit.
Back in my slimmer days, I really did that.
before you were drunk, you
Yeah,
said,
like I would be with Sally and my girlfriend, and then they would drink, I would drink, and we would be around their neighborhood. And I'd be like, "Come on, guys!"
you said,
And I would start like just be like, "All right, let's do a light
that
one."
guy, bro, you be fucking up the
He
vibe
said
doing
light
that
jog.
shit.
And I mean,
I'm only in
they're
the
not
light
gonna jog
so-
next to me.
Yeah,
so
nah, that's cool.
Okay.
If it's cold outside, I'll come
it was.
with you.
It wasn't even that. It was like decent. It was like a spring night.
See, it's like why we running though.
Again, it was just more like I'm already speed walking.
Type shit.
Was-
He said, let's fuck it, bro. Let's pick up the pace, make a little quick workout out of this hoe, burn the calories off quick.
Yeah, I don't think I've thrown up though after drinking.
You've never done that?
No, I've
Really?
like said it. No, but
What?
while I'm drinking,
On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being like blackout drunk, how
how often?
like no, how 10 being like I've gotten blackout drunk, 1 being like I barely drink at all. What's your highest? Like
I think it was the 10.
you've blacked out before.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the party where I was just doing like I was drinking, doing other stuff, drinking, doing other stuff, and then after, cause what game were we playing? Was it the cup?
Boom cup.
Boom Cup. We were playing that too.
Boom Cup really hit you up, bro. That should have.
Bro.
And then there was a point where I remember trying to drink a beer like this, and I splattered.
Splash, bro.
After that, I promise you, I don't remember anything else. I just remember like parts at night, and then I woke up again.
You don't remember the rest of that night?
No, not the one in Whitewater. It was one with the.
Oh,
It's the one that you didn't go to in Sally's crib.
I was gonna say like what, bro? Because that.
No, I remember that one. But like I said, Boom Cup.
Boom Cup is one of the ones.
Don't remember
See,
shit.
if you get hit with 2 boom cups, that's your night. That's your night.
Who was at the crib that got hit with that?
Which crib? Yours?
Mine, yeah, because it was somebody.
Tony and Tony's brother that
Man,
both can't handle liquor.
both threw up, bro.
Like first game.
Bro, do you remember when we were at the party, bro? Motherfuckers started getting on top of tables and shit. I'm like, bro, what are y'all?
Oh,
what are y'all doing?
that was a different one.
Yeah, it was
in
a
the
different-
Dells.
Yeah, bro.
Motherfuckers on top of tables.
It was. Yes, it was.
Like,
bro,
I'm not gonna expose.
Like we were just chilling, and for me, I like that where it was like everybody's
at that
just
point,
chilling, vibing.
It was obviously 2 different groups. It was like my friend group and like people that I knew.
Oh, I remember. Let me actually. I'm gonna give what happened there. There was a person who was supposed to come and bring some females. Well, flip the table. He brought 7 dudes. Hey man, didn't bring a chick, but I got 7 of my friends. Some of them friends. I'm not even gonna. That's as far as I'm gonna go.
Hey, I was supposed to bring liquor, but
And they brought nothing. Not a
And they
single
So they
thing.
just showed up with 8 total guys
and didn't.
and no
Not a
alcohol,
single
didn't
thing.
pay at all.
promised the females
And they
didn't bring
wanted
no
to get
females.
wasted. Not only that, they
And
made
they
the
wanted
females
to drink.
uncomfortable. The females stopped dancing and chilling,
Yeah,
bro. I was like,
And
that's
they got it.
crazy.
they were the ones that were jumping on the table, so we were literally just sitting while we were watching them. Like,
Being acting a fool.
yeah, and it was 2 different rooms too, so they could have definitely taken one.
And the thing is, we had a room though that night, so I just literally went in my room and I was just like,
Yeah, we're done.
yeah, because that kills. I don't like doing that shit. Like, I don't know.
Nah.
But yeah, that's crazy that nobody called them out on that shit. They're just 7 dudes just showed up, and I was
Shit,
like,
I was pissed. It wasn't even my party, but I was like,
yeah, I was like,
Bro,
that's
if it was
bogus.
not- yeah, nah, we can't go.
because I was like, hey, bro, you gonna tell them? And it was this party was like,
It's because it was Tony, bro. Tony didn't say nothing till they showed up. Oh yeah, bro, my bad. They said they're not gonna bring nobody, bro. Nah, fuck that, Tony. That was your fault. The fuck, bro? You literally. Oh yeah, bro. They say he said he was gonna bring bitches, bro. It's all gonna be good, bro. Don't even worry about it. Oh yeah, he's here. Ain't no bitches though, but 7 guys. What? What?
I can't.
going back to the original question,
I'm sorry. That's it. That's just-
how fucked up have you gotten from 0 10?
Well,
Bro,
9.5.
that was a 9.5. Then I wasn't a 10.
Yeah,
You-
because like I still remember a vast majority of the night.
85%. I think I remember
Probably
50%.
Oh, then that's a 10, bro. You was gone.
Yeah,
If
'cause
you
like-
only remember half the night, you was
Was
gone.
it like come and go or like 50% gone?
Like I said, the boom
Like
cup,
after one
No,
cup
from
and
there that
lit-
was it.
boom cup, and then I guess like a whole hour and a half just gone. Then going to sleep, not wanting to go to sleep, waking up, doing some other stuff.
But do you remember that or no?
Yeah, like I remember like I guess 2 hours gone. Woke up.
So you had a 2-hour gap.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think that's 10. 2-hour gap. If you don't remember anything for 2 hours,
A full 2-hour gap. Yeah,
I gotta
that's
assume
tough.
because like I said, like the next day they're like, "Hey, bro, you did this, you did this."
yeah, that's just you sobering up within those 2 hours, and then you started
Then,
to
yeah,
recollect
I
things
bumped
after.
my-
yeah.
myself to
And
a
then
10.
again, I woke up. It was like 1 a.m. I was like, "Oh, Pitbull's still up. Let me take more shots,
I
another
bumped
beer."
mine up to a 10 then. Because when we got back to my house, I don't know how long we were up. After,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
After that.
if you because I thought you were more messed up than me.
Probably.
So that's why I was like, if you're a 9.5, I gotta be a 9. There's no way it was 10.
Nah, definitely a 10 then. Because, like, because, like, the entire time of drinking, I remember everything we drank. I remember taking the shots,
That's what I was gonna say.
the cups,
That's
all of it.
that's why I asked you originally when we went to the bars. You're like, hey, because you bought me a drink, and he gave us the 2 drinks and shit, and you were like, hey, can we get some more alcohol in these? Like these aren't, they're a little light, and you were paying for it. I was like, oh shit, like he
was
I
sober
don't
enough
remember
to know that.
I definitely don't remember
He said,
that
"This
part,
is
though.
this is half a shot. You expect me to pay full for this?"
like you wanted your money's worth, and I was like, oh shit, like I respect that.
And the guy did it, too, probably.
Yeah. He's like shit, because at that
That's
point I was like,
funny
oh,
as
it's his
hell.
21st. He was like, oh, okay, and he like put more.
That's
He was
funny,
about to
though.
be like, "Who the fuck are you?" Tell me to put more
Hell
alcohol.
no, that's funny. I don't remember that.
I was like, damn, like he really.
That money instinct's still there, though.
Yeah, always.
He said, "That's a shot."
You're skipping me a little bit there, buddy.
No, Terrence, it's okay. No, I don't think that's a shot.
Y'all tripping. Nah, but that's, yeah, I don't know.
You're a
Good
bag
times,
chaser.
though.
I respect it.
Yeah,
Facts,
always.
facts. Even when,
Even intoxicated.
but I guess in other news, somebody died, and Bob Saget. I was blanking on the name. I was like, Bob Saget died in his hotel.
R.I.P. Bob Saget, man.
He was Full House and the voice of How I Met Your Mother.
Didn't know that.
He didn't know that until yesterday.
I didn't know that.
What?
I don't know why I never connected to Bob.
But then, like, when you think about it,
it obviously sounds like him, but like, never connected the dots, bro. Like, I never even thought about it. It's one of my favorite shows, and it's I never really looked at the cast before. I've never.
Yeah, because yesterday you're like, oh yeah, Bob Saget. I'm like, what the fuck is... For a second, I still don't know his name. The guy that collects cars and had a talk show. Do you know who I'm talking about? Gray hair.
Oh, what's his fucking name? Big Chin.
Yeah.
Fucking. Fuck, I'm trying to think of his name. That's how he acts. He's like, he was on Saturday Night.
He was a host and stuff for one of those shows.
Oh,
well, you think about
what's his fucking name?
When you said Bob Saget, I thought it was him, and then I said, "Oh, Bob Saget, the voice of the narrator of How I Met Your Mother," and then you said, "No."
I was like, "What, bro?"
Yeah.
No
so
way.
It made me think. I definitely don't know who just died there.
I don't know. I can't think of the name.
I definitely don't know.
I'm trying. So I'm literally looking at his big fat jaw and face right now, but I can't think of the name.
Yeah, no, that was definitely tough to hear. It was just like, damn. Host. It's just been a lot of motherfuckers dying. You know, there's a lot of celebrities and shit.
That's him right there. Jay Leno.
Oh, that's who you're talking about.
Jay Leno.
I get you.
Yeah.
It's just, a lot of celebrities have been passing away the last like year and a half, 2 years.
He didn't die though.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was. I thought his name was Bob Saget.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He looked like a Bob, so I thought.
And then Betty White, literally, less than 2 weeks before she hit 100.
They were blaming. Who was it? It was some kind of magazine for jinxing it because they had talked to her like a week before she died. Like, hey, do you want to do an interview here so we can ready you up for next month's issue when you turn 100?
She said, yeah, fuck yeah.
She was like, okay, yeah, sure. And it was all through email, and then they had the pictures released like next month's whatever, and then people were like, oh, so y'all jinxed it. She died because of y'all.
She died because of y'all.
Y'all seen Betty White when she was young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I ain't
gonna lie.
What is it? There was a lot of people showing respect because what is it? She was a TV host for something.
She's been in a lot of stuff.
But she was hosting like a black singer, black dancer, something like that. And the producers were like, "Hey, like cut his time in half. Like ratings don't approve of." And this was like 1950s or 1940s.
Shit, you know.
We don't. They're not gonna like that shit. She's like, "Oh, for sure." And instead of cutting it in half, she doubled his time and said, "Just perform as long as you want."
That's what's up.
She was later canceled.
Oh,
her show was no longer.
You can only expect such a reaction, but
I bet when they heard the news, they're like, "Oh, she doubled down." Well, I mean, her show's canceled, but I respect that.
It's a principle at that point. But
I mean, because honestly, you can't really. I've never heard anything bad about her.
No,
even
she's been like America's like grandma for like the longest.
Yeah, and she was during that time where odds are you probably did something racist.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought something was gonna come up.
Y'all think she did something racist and was like, I gotta change my ways? Or do you think she just was always solid?
I feel like the way she was, bro, like, I feel like she just been like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's one of them people that's just, like, genuine about being with people, you know?
I think she was just raised like that, if I'm being honest. It all starts with that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you, from the jump, don't even think about it like that or just...
If you just view people as people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like people don't realize that mistake until they want their kids to distinguish the difference.
What you mean?
Like, they want them to be like, oh, you're gonna hang out with that like black kid? It's like, what do you mean? Like, I'm just hanging out with that kid. Like, kids don't think about it like, I'm hanging out with a black kid.
That's why it's taught.
They think about it, I'm hanging out with a kid, not I'm hanging out with a black kid.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like that definitely is a big thing where parents like sort of mirror their emotions onto their children.
Oh yeah, that's how racism gets passed down. I mean,
now that you're saying that, I really think that's kind of unique. It was probably weird in her time. Like,
she was probably
parents.
not liked for that by a lot of.
She was born 1920s. You know, her parents were coming up in like the 1880s, 1890s.
Something like that.
You know,
you know what's crazy? That back then they still performed blackface like it was like Like that was like, oh, the local blackface is going on, like, and they would literally just make fun of black, like that.
Bro, yeah, that
it
shit went on
amazes
for
me.
a while. Like
Yeah.
that shit didn't stop until like kind of soonish, if you think about it in terms of
Yeah.
our history.
It's pretty crazy. Like there's still
fucked
people
up.
holding on to toys of like blackface being chased by a dog, and they're like, oh, that's a family relic. Like,
Yeah,
That's so
literally,
crazy.
though.
yeah, I don't know. It kind of blows my mind that people.
I wish I could be there to watch it.
You
you
don't
mean?
though. That's the
Like Betty White's like, or other people that grew up like that. Like
What
I
are
want to
you gonna
see.
do about it? Brown skin?
I just want to see how they were raised or what changed, like made them different.
Like a fly on the wall type shit.
I mean, I feel like
Something
like
like
we
that.
said, bro. Like it was literally like it started from the.
But at that point, was it like does that family? If other people knew, like, hey, like don't play with Betty
I feel
White.
like it wasn't like necessarily like. There was definitely a lot of people who probably was like, yeah, if you
They're kinda
don't-
weird.
Yeah, if you don't support us, we don't support you,
Yeah.
regardless of your color. You know what I'm saying? Like especially like
'Cause-
the far whatever way white supremacist
Yeah.
people are, and like so. She probably did get hated for a little bit, but like from some people. But there's probably other people who's like, I mean, your view is your view.
You think there's a lot more people that are like, you know what? I thought the same thing.
What?
To a degree,
Like
but
secretly?
like
Yeah,
but
they're
like
like,
it probably was more secretly.
yeah.
Like we're like, don't tell nobody.
Don't tell anybody
Like
that.
for
Hey,
real, don't tell nobody.
I don't even care if
Thing
my
is
kid
that,
plays with that guy.
Like
either.
even now, people don't realize that like there are so many still racist parents that their
Oh,
kids
yeah.
don't even like talk about it because they're like he's like that, but I'm not like that.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, I
just-
think the times, social media, everything, like you just get exposed to everything.
You just can't neglect it, I guess. And then I feel like also just like, especially with like our generation and like the generations like after us or younger than us, whatever the fuck you want to say, like we've kind of progressed a little further in that sense. Like a lot of more people, like obviously we still have fucking racism, but like a lot of more people aren't as racist or like don't come off that way at least. So like I feel like this generation has been better than the last, but like at the same time, you still have those parents that are, still instilling those kind of things into the children. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's still going to continue. That's why, like, it's like, it'll never go away. Because it's just like, it'll always be somewhere, some way, somehow, somebody going to be like, yeah, bro, no. They lower than us.
I mean, like
we up here.
that, and I feel like racism. I haven't been like it's there, but I feel like that and cancel culture have sort of been dying down slightly. Like cancel culture, especially because but
Betty
like
White
last
died.
year, the year before that, bro. Oh my! Like every left and right, every week, every day, you're
It was
hearing
like, bro,
this,
you
this,
could-
this,
yeah,
and
you
it's
fuck
like.
up in the slightest form.
And the
boy,
thing
you
is,
get
like, it
canceled.
wouldn't even be shit that they did that month, day, year.
No,
It
we're,
was-
we're finding shit from 15,
That's
20
what I'm
years ago.
saying. Like that's why I thought Betty White was gonna be canceled for whatever reason, just because.
Ain't nobody really.
That's again, like she was like, damn, like, so nothing.
Yeah, literally nobody
You
talks
can't.
shit about her.
I mean, she doubled down on the folks' time. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard to defeat that.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, at that point, bro, you that's just been in you. Like, you don't just flip a switch for that kind of shit. Like,
Who's the other white lady that hangs around with Snoop Dogg?
Snoop, I was just about to say Snoop.
what the fuck, Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart. Yeah.
Didn't she say the N-word?
I think so.
I think she said the N-word to
Like she had a TV.
no, she had like an assistant, I think, and like she said something like it was said definitely something racist. Martha Stewart, when she dies, I feel like some skeleton's gonna come out the closet.
Because it was like something like she had a cooking show and then she said the N-word or something
And then she got taken. That shit taken.
and then
away for a
it got
while.
taken down.
But I mean,
But you think it was because she was hanging out with Snoop Dogg too much?
You think that
She
got
did-
in
I
her
think that
head?
happened. I think they started kicking it after.
Afterwards? Well, maybe it was like maybe she was
They
like,
made a show after.
honestly, I grew up in whatever. I
Honestly,
thought-
it probably was just like more of her just being like acknowledging the fact that she fucked up and that like
let me show you that I'm not.
not even that, just like I realized that I fucked up.
Like she didn't
You
double
know,
down.
like, yeah, like it was just like I fucked up. We humans, we make a mistake, whatever, and like I don't know how I don't remember how she handled the situation, like how she publicly responded or whatever. But like obviously it was enough for Snoop Dogg to be like, shit, bro, let's get this fucking money together. So
Bro, Snoop Dogg gets
and
money
like,
with everybody.
I was gonna say Snoop Dogg is one of the ones too where it's just like people respect Snoop Dogg, so it's like shit.
It's because
Snoop Dogg fuck
he's
with
him.
you. Yeah, exactly.
Like he doesn't change for anything. Like he was what is it? He was at the.
You been smoking in the White House?
yeah,
yeah.
he said that shit, bro. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit's hilarious. He's like, yeah, bro, that story is hilarious. Snoop Dogg is funny.
What were you saying?
The Olympics. I was still thinking about it. The Olympics with Kevin Hart. They did like a little table, and they were like narrating some of the sports, some of the more boring ones, basically.
Right.
The ones people don't like, the horse riding ones and all that shit.
Mm.
And there's a little clip where they're like, oh, look how they're trying to be like funny with the majestic the horse looks and this and that, and then the horse started like walking sideways.
Nice crip walk.
He said, oh shit, cut. He said, he crip walking. I gotta give you one of them. Kevin Hart. Also, Kevin Hart wasn't touching the floor.
Oh yeah, his feet were swinging. I remember seeing that. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, that's just hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like yeah, with some celebrities it's just like you don't necessarily like get a pass, but like
they probably do more good than.
Yeah, you know, it's like, and it's like I don't know. We haven't heard another story about her like fucking up, you know, saying some shit. So it's like, and it's I mean I also don't remember like the intent or the context behind.
I don't remember the exact
used
context
it.
either. So I can't.
So it's like a whole lot of other factors, and then like I said, the fact that Snoop Dogg is kind of like putting his stamp of approval on her. It's like
I was just gonna say, didn't Snoop Dogg kill somebody?
Yeah, he was on trial for
He was
murder.
on trial.
Allegedly,
Yeah, I was gonna say
somebody.
he didn't. You know,
OJ wasn't on a trial too. But
Hey, allegedly he
You can
killed
only say
somebody,
allegedly,
okay?
you know?
Before lawyers come at us.
but I'm just saying, like,
it's all alleged.
that's crazy. Like,
And
I
he's
feel
like he's also seen as like a super sweet guy.
Yeah, like,
He's
that's
you put
why
your
it's-
ass away.
like if you told young Snoop Dogg like you're gonna do all these things.
You're gonna do a show with Martha
He
Stewart.
would've
He's gonna do this and that. He's gonna be like, what?
would've laughed.
He probably would have looked at his shit like, damn, like I've been hitting this a little too much.
And like that's the thing too, bro. Like Snoop Dogg is really just living life, bro. Like he's just doing what everybody's like the meme. Like he's just doing side missions, bro. Like he's just doing.
He finished the whole thing. He a millionaire.
Like
He got his
Side
dream.
yeah, he literally, bro, and he got his foot into so many things that it's just like, yeah, you know, you can't be mad at.
About a couple DLCs.
Yeah, like, he's,
damn
like
near.
he's just got shit going for himself, and it's like it's valid. Like
And he don't really be talking shit about anybody. So
yeah,
that's another
like
thing.
he's and then like on top of the fact that he did have a really productive rap career and shit like that, and people really did connect with him and fuck with him.
He still makes music now.
Yeah, but like he ain't like topping no charts and shit like
okay.
that. So
What's that song called? I should probably know just for the case of me trying to say.
Can't
it's a
play
good
it though
song.
because it'll get.
I was gonna say you was trying to say this song is pretty popular. Don't even know the name.
For
The
people just
Mexican one?
listening, we are looking up the song.
Que Maldición, the one where he sings in Spanish.
Oh, that shit goes.
I haven't even heard that.
Fuck it, you're gonna have to hear it after, bro.
Afterwards,
Go.
yeah.
Nutters, bro. Nutters, bro. I'm not even gonna
Everybody
lie
who
to
was
you.
like,
I
wait,
feel like I might be a little biased on this one.
Bro, I promise you we're not being biased,
he be
bro.
like, it's to the point where like you can tell he's from California. Like he damn near do this with his neighbors. Like they
Yeah.
doing some Mexican. He just be jumping up like, yep, and then just saying some
I
Spanish
swear,
words.
bro, he was hitting
Like,
that shit. No,
That's what's up though. I fuck with that. Like yeah, that's and like I don't know, bro. I feel like I hope at some point in time like motherfuckers can get to the point where like we're just doing side missions, bro. Like we're just putting our hat into every different ring and just like chalking it up at the end of the day. Like,
That's
we're
crazy.
fine, bro.
like my goal is to literally like wake up and not be concerned that I have something coming up. Like be like, oh, I gotta do this. Like I want to just be able to be like not think of anything except for what I'm doing at that moment. You know what I mean? Like when you spend time with your kids, not doing
Yeah.
anything but think
Yeah.
about that moment. I
I
think
think-
that's a big goal.
That would be something sort of similar, but I'm talking about to the point where like you have the option to not do those things.
No,
Like-
well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have anything that I'm like, damn, I got to do that. Like, I want to be to like
Oh.
literally where I'm
Like
just
I
like,
have stuff coming up,
like-
but I'll just cancel that.
like if I
reschedule.
want to do stuff, I can do whatever
Yeah.
I want. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally, I do what I want.
Yeah.
Cause like I was just thinking about that, cause like I just started my new job and shit, and like I was thinking, cause like they make us dress business casual and shit, and like at first I was kind of against it, cause I was like, man, like I'm not really trying to have to like put on a collar tee every day and slacks and shit. But then I was like, well, this is the business world, and they are the boss, so they kind of get to dictate what I wear. But I'm like, yeah, you know what? Until I get to the point where it's just me, this is the world we got.
One day you're gonna be walking in the office with a hoodie. Like,
You know
hey,
what I'm
what's up?
saying? I'm gonna come in like this and be like, yeah, I also make a shit ton of money every day. So
Okay.
yeah, just go ahead and sign these forms, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
That'd
like
be
definitely like a goal.
Are
getting
you
to that point.
planning on like being a person that like I guess if you're in that position and you're blessed, are you gonna be buying only expensive clothes at that point?
Bro, I was just thinking about that. Hell no, bro.
Right?
You gonna see me pop out with the same kind of shit, bro. And the Nike track suits, the
like
the
everyday
sweats, bro.
shit. You might have something nice for the
I-
big occasions,
the,
you know?
the occasions where we stepping out or something like
Yeah.
that. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll go get some decent shit. But like, I couldn't imagine going to the store racking up one outfit and then looking at the total and being like $10,000. Like I would literally I would literally walk up.
My dream would be like, bro, I just hit the fuck out of American Eagle, bro. We just went hard in that bit. Because for me, American Eagle kind of taxed. Hey, it's good quality clothes.
But like, I ain't gonna lie though, I do think there is a threshold where it gets to the point where it's just like, bro, we honestly have too much money and we damn near gotta spend
money. But you gotta
money.
think about generational wealth too.
But I mean, yeah, but like that's what I'm saying. Once we get to the point where it's like shit solidified, we have 15, 20 different businesses that are all growing.
Like it doesn't matter what you spend today.
You know, I have a shit ton of millions sitting in my personal account along with other shit in my savings. Like it's like
would you pull a Drake?
What you mean?
When his like $1 million outfit?
Huh?
I would probably have to have.
Like,
I would probably
at least $1 billion.
I feel like I would have to at least be close, bro. Like at least 800 mil.
That's crazy.
And like that's between that's then like 800 mil in my savings or something.
Yeah,
bro.
think about if you have 100 million, that's a percent. That's 1% in your whole wealth.
Money.
Have you seen the video?
No, I haven't seen
Have
it.
you seen the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you afterwards too. He's like, it's a nice outfit. I'd probably pay, like you said, 10,000. Like
most.
What was it? Was it just like bejeweled?
Bro,
no, it was like some Tom Ford stuff,
on,
like custom stuff.
He had a couple,
jewelry.
like, a little couple jewelry, but it wasn't like shining or nothing.
I feel like most of that is made up by like a ring or two. You know what I mean?
Like,
no.
He had like a turtleneck. He said, yeah, like I think like 10,000. 10,000. He said the jacket, like 5,000, and then he said like the shoes, like 7,000.
You might be off by a couple zeros, bro.
For real?
I think that he's like, this.
It was expensive. Something like that, like
50.
Yeah, like it was crazy.
75 for the
I think
wrist,
to the point where it's like the jewelry was almost as much as the physical clothes.
It was definitely up there, but like I don't. The only thing like I do know about myself is like, especially if I'm making millions of dollars, bro. Like my guilty pleasure is watches.
Oh no, for sure.
When I tell you like my watch collection finna be dumb, like it's
you know
finna be
why?
dumb.
You know why I don't look at watches now? Is because I want the fucking, like, the Omegas, the fucking, like, Swiss watches, bro. I look at them and they're just so beautiful. Like, there's such a beauty in watches, bro, that I don't even, like, sometimes I'd be thinking, like, do I really want to drop, like, when I had it, like, $300-$400 on a watch? And then it's like, I'm going to want to return that and get that $300-$400 back, bro. Cause
not only that, I feel like it's like anything that you start. Yeah. Like, people who just started with shoes, like, oh, I want these shoes that are $200. Yeah, and then you're like, well, these are nice. But I kind of want some for like this outfit too, and another $200.
And they say you should always be shopping in your budget. And like, since I know that I won't be able to, like, I don't even want to get into it yet. Like, I'll wait for when I can shop in my budget.
Right, and that's kind of where I was now. Like, I have probably like 12, maybe 13 watches now, but like 4 of them were gifts.
Birthday present.
Yeah, my girl blessed me with 2 magnificent watches, bro, for Christmas and my birthday this year. Like, them bitches are so beautiful. I like. She really did her thing with the watches, and she know I fuck with them. So like,
they probably weren't even like dumb expensive, but they look super nice.
For real? It was a little bit of both.
Yeah, it was a little bit of both. She definitely pulled out for the boy. Shout out her. But like,
shout out.
But like, I feel like for me, like I was buying watches that was within my budget. Like the little cheaper watches and shit that still looked really nice.
Yeah, it was more like variety, so you have more than one.
Cause like there was a point in time where it was like, yeah, bro, I need a watch for every outfit I got type shit. So it was like,
I can get expensive,
bro. It was.
That's why he was in the budget.
I was in the budget though, so I was paying like I ain't gonna cap. Like a couple of my watches only like $25, but like I didn't been outside with them bitches on, and people, like, oh, bro, that's a nice ass watch you got. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I paid $20.
I think at the end of the day, it's it gets to the point too when you have so much money and things that are stupid expensive look like the cheap things. Mm-hmm. Like so simple, so like if you look at that, like if you didn't know watches and you looked at that watch, you'd be like $100, 200 tops, and you're like, this is actually $100,000.
I think that's only up to a certain extent. Like some of the watches where you can see the moving components and you have the ruby.
There are some $30 watches that do that. Again, if you don't know watches,
you
can.
Wouldn't, not a ruby, not a $30 watch. I get your point.
That's what I'm saying. Like a Rolex, obviously, if you see the name Rolex, you're gonna know like, oh, like that's not a cheap watch. But if you took that off and you put it right next to another one that's
because you can make really expensive looking watches that are actually really cheap. I see what you mean.
And then on top of that, bro, I feel like if you think about it, bro, like if we woke up and checked our accounts and we had $600 million in there, and then
10,000 easy.
I'd call the bank to make sure.
You know what?
Really?
That's
that's
what
not
I
my
got.
mistake.
Right? I'm not gonna pull that out and get in trouble. Like,
No, but like, yeah, but then like, yeah, you go to a store and you see a watch for $7,000. You're not gonna think twice. You're just gonna be like, oh yeah, bro, I wanted that.
So I give $1,000 and you spend $70 on.
You know what I'm saying?
Or even
But,
like $7, I guess.
So like, I can understand it to that point where like people do it with clothes and shit like that. But like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna take a lot of money for me to be like, oh yeah, 15 racks on some clothes on just one fit.
Shut the fuck up.
No problem. No problem.
I think if I ever do stupid amount, like.
That was a clean start.
You're welcome.
Clean start. Okay. What was I gonna say? No. You know what I was thinking about now that we were talking about watches? When Eminem was in an interview, or he was talking about a story
I seen that.
where he called his manager and he's like, "Hey, I'm looking at this $10,000 watch." He's like, "Can I afford it?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, "The company?" No, the watch. I'm being serious. He's like, "Yeah, you can afford the watch." Like, that's crazy to me that he didn't even.
Because I mean, bro, think about it.
Think
like,
of his upcoming too,
I was
like
gonna
or
say,
his like
imagine,
upbringing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
imagine right now, like
He probably doesn't even believe it still.
like this would be magnificent if it actually happened. But just imagine right now if like we just magically got like a fat ass check from YouTube for like our podcast,
Right.
for like $10 million,
Like, yeah.
and it's just like after you take out the taxes and shit like that, we get our little percentages, whatever. And it's like shit, bro. Like $5,000 on a watch, like. You still gonna kind of like question it, like
Yeah, when it's overnight, I feel like you still wouldn't process it.
You still kind of like.
But even
whoa.
I really think that when we're older and we have money,
I'm broke still.
exactly, like that's to the point
Just
where
the mentality, bro.
like I feel like it wouldn't hurt, but I think I would still check my bank account every day.
Every day, bro.
Like-
I would buy I would still do what I do now. Like I swipe and I was like, okay.
Like it was just as much as I thought.
I think I would just be checking to make sure my kids, because knowing me, I'm knowing how my kids are gonna be. They're gonna be like, "Hey, Dad, we grabbed your card.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
How much did you
With me.
spend?" Like, I would be checking for that reason. Not even because I'd be giving them my card, but knowing me, I'm the type of motherfucker to grab a card out of a wallet.
So you
I
thought
know my kids gonna grab my card out of my wallet.
You say, you know what? If you're anything like me, you damn near probably.
Damn, you finna steal this whole.
Hey, Dad, does your card still work? Oh no, that's a fake in there. Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
But like, yeah, it's just I feel like it's the mentality behind it too, bro. Because like even Kendrick was talking about it in his last album on Damn. He was saying like 30 million up and I still won't buy me a Lexus. Like
That's crazy.
you $30 million up, boy. You won't buy you a Lexus? Come on
Mine
now,
a
bro.
couple
You can get one of them for $25K. Like, come on now, bro.
Lexuses
So-
are nice.
yeah, I fuck with Lexus. I have one. But anyway,
Okay. Okay.
you know.
All right. The way you said it,
I
you
knew
just,
as soon
you
as you
paused, and
complimented
it was
him.
like, I have one. Okay, we get
Well,
it.
you
All
know,
right. Okay.
You brought it up. I had to.
You
throw
could have
my-
been like, oh yeah, I have one. Oh, I have one.
throw my chip in there. I
All
had to
right.
throw my chip in
Okay.
there. But like, I feel like it's the mentality behind it, because like, especially growing up the way we did, it was just like having abundance of money was never really a fucking thing. So
Bro.
it's like to the point where we could have bills on auto pay and we don't have to worry about
Shit.
being late or
Yeah.
nothing like that, bro. It's like that's different for a lot of people coming up like that. So it's like, yeah, bro, I don't know if I can really afford to pay for shit like this, because I don't want to go broke again. Like, I don't want to be in that position where I didn't have shit.
Is J. Cole more money or whatever? He says that shit like.
More money.
He said something. He said something about like his biggest fear is going broke again. Like that's why he doesn't spend his money, or he doesn't even.
He has a bike. He rides on a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, I mean, bro, like, because, like, especially, like, in that profession, bro, like,
You
can
overnight.
come up and then come down
Just
in a
as
matter
fast.
of a year, bro. Like, it really could go so fast for you. So, like, if you're not smart when you're with your money when you get up, you fuck it off. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like,
Bro.
to us right now, hearing someone say, like, yeah, bro, I blew through $24 million, it'd be like, bro, how the fuck did you manage to spend $24 million and fuck it off? But, like, at that stratosphere, when you're paying $100K, $200K for watches or whatever, you're going out to eat, you're paying for 600 people and shit like that, like, it adds up. You look
Shaq?
back, and it's like,
Oh yeah, remember what happened to Shaq?
Or I mean, I was
It
thinking
was just
about
his first check, I think.
first check. He bought himself a car.
His dad a car. His mom
Yeah,
a car,
he was like
his brother a
300. It was
car.
like 100K, 200K. Came over. He's like, his dad's like, "Where's mine?" You right.
you right.
He had $1 million, and he probably had like 900 or 800 after tax. So he spent all of it on cars. And then he went to Walmart when he first signed his like first deal with his sneaker.
And1?
Yeah.
Never mind.
He spent, I think, at Walmart after he moved to a different team. and he had to buy everything for his new place. I think he spent like $2 million at a Walmart.
Nah, that
Like
seems a lot.
he said that himself. He's like, I think I hold the record for the most items purchased at a Walmart. He's like, he has a whole story. He's like, yeah, like he was interviewed. He's like, yeah, I went to a new team. They traded me
12,000.
It was something ridiculous.
2 million?
Because I was gonna say $2 million, bro. What are you buying out of Walmart?
What can
Again,
Walmart ain't that expensive.
No,
You
and that's
gotta buy
why
a lot of shit out of Walmart.
that's why he said it. He's like I bought everything out. I think he probably bought shit off the catalog or whatever.
Got
like,
to at that point. Like we need to display items. Man.
Yep, this and that.
For real.
And I'm sure he didn't just buy it for himself. He had kids. He had this and that.
So I mean, honestly, bro, like my first $1 million check, you take out the taxes, 800. Okay, cool. Yeah.
But I think it's also different that we know. Like, we know a little bit more than some people probably do. And we've talked about this before to the point where...
That's why I think they make programs for athletes, because it was a huge problem in the past. Where athletes would blow all their money, become homeless. And it's like, imagine seeing an NBA star homeless.
It's happened.
I was going to say Dallas.
Mark Cuban, he helped out, what's his name?
I forgot his name. But
we all forgot his name. We didn't even know.
But he was homeless, and then he like got his shit together, and like
so like it happens. So it's like it's possible, and it's like that goes back to mentality too, because it's like we're not used to it. So it's like, bro, I'm not trying to lose this, bro. Like I feel like once we like my first big purchase of like $10,000 is gonna be so hard for me to like actually go through, because I'm like, damn, bro, this is $10,000, bro, like $10,000 fucking dollars.
Bro, some people have the mentality of I made $10 million today, or on this show or whatever. I'm probably gonna make $10 million.
Exactly.
And those are the people that be fucking up.
And that's the thing. Probably. There's no guarantee. So it's like,
or they have a guarantee of $25 million for the year. They're like, oh, probably gonna get this next year too.
I can spend a little bit.
Like Mike Tyson, over his career made like $800 million. You think he's only worth $8 million now?
He's worth a lot more because of his weed business now. But no, the thing that he would do, he would literally buy limousines, leave them in the city that he like buy them.
Yeah.
See, and that's just reckless buying, bro.
Because his manager was kind of fucking him over too. Because like his manager was supposed to help him. Like, hey,
that's why I'm paying you to manage my money.
Yeah, that's the whole.
The man had 2 white tigers at one point. I mean, you know.
Hey man, if it's in the budget.
He said that, bro. He used to wrestle with them. I'm like, that's crazy.
That makes sense.
I can see him doing that.
I could not see him. Could you see yourself owning 2 white tigers?
Did you see him when he started getting back into shape?
I see one.
Yeah.
At like 50 something?
No, he's still moving. I still would not want to fight.
I was going to say, like, imagine him.
He's got that old man strength now.
In his 20s, buying tigers and shit like...
Wrestling
I want to wrestle him.
I want to wrestle that fucking tiger. Did you just imagine that? Like... I'd beat that pussy up right now. Just imagine how that would be.
Hell no. Yeah, I feel like, that's just one of the ones. Motherfuckers got to cross the bridge once to get there, you know.
Oh, fuck.
Make our money, you know, make it work. Generation.
Words are hard, don't worry, bro.
Fuck you. You know what I'm talking about.
Bro, even with that, I think I put a clause or something in my fucking will, or leaving my money to whoever. 4 or 5 generations, you cannot purchase something more than blank with the money in this account.
I feel like I wouldn't leave it to one person.
No. I mean,
if I have
unless
kids,
like I literally only have one child, but that would like not be the case, especially not with
trust and believe. I'm sorry if I die, honey, you ain't getting shit.
It's crazy,
honey. If I'm alive, you get everything you want. I promise. But as soon as I'm dead, my kids are getting everything.
No, everything. Like if I die before my wife, obviously, like you know,
she's gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, you're gonna be taken care of. But like, you're not gonna be for the most part, this is for the kids. Like
not only that, same
by
deal.
By the time, like I'm assuming that I die of old age or something, you know.
But if I don't, check it out because
some solid work too.
But like, if it's some old age and shit, it's just like shit. You came there right around the corner. What the fuck am I leave you with all this money for?
Give it to fucking Jose, your fucking 20-year-old husband. Like, nah.
Go ahead and slap that off to the kids so they straight and shit. But
again, same deal. Not more than $10,000. You should not be purchasing anything. I know my kids. You're not making. If you're living off my shit,
multi-millionaire, I would at least leave my wife at least 500 to $1 million.
What's small time? How many?
Look,
how many?
Okay, well, if I got like 20 million in the bank when I die, my wife getting 500, maybe $1 million.
500 to $1 million?
Yeah, and then my kids will get the rest of that, and then I'll probably have like a good friend that I just throw $1 million in.
See, you know what? That's not bad. I probably do that, but to the extreme. Like I'm talking about like if I know I'm dying, like I got some illness that I have so much to live. I'm talking about I hire an accountant.
He said break it up.
Break it down to how much my wife has spent in the last 5 years. Only $300,000, really, 5 years. And I do the math. I'm like, I'll be generous with this. So I'm like, $2 million. Should keep her for a good little, let's say 20 years.
Leave a note. Invest, motherfucker.
And I would do the same. I would do the same deal with the like everybody else, like my kids, like this and that. They're a little more reckless. Skimp them a little bit because they gotta learn.
Or you could do like a set time, like you get this money when you're this. No.
Okay. That's what some people do. And same deal. You lose your money because you think, you know what? I got another little change coming up when I turn this age.
Yeah,
I don't want you knowing that. Don't even have that mentality.
That's true.
You don't have to disclose the age that they get it.
Oh, yeah.
Be like, you just pop the lawyer pop on
I was
like
just
2
about to
years
say.
later, like, hey, so.
Or not even, bro. I'm talking about like if you yourself made ridiculous number, $1 billion just for you in your own company, right? Let's say we're business partners with other people, blah blah. We each have $1 billion.
In my personal money?
Yeah, like this is like if you were to split from the company, you would have $1 billion.
Got you.
I'm talking about.
Damn.
I would.
That's nice.
Same thing, bro. Put it in a clause where it's like I have this money locked down, this $1 billion locked down for 100 years or so. Like if you add money to it, cool. You can get that money back whenever you want. But this core $1 billion, because you know how hard it is to get $1 billion.
I think if it's $1 billion, I think if it's $1 billion, I would probably lock up like 900 to 800 million for 50 years.
No, 100.
Nah, but I mean,
they gotta learn.
The thing is, I'll be dead, and 50 years. I think like you should have learned at that age that to do the same. Like keep that loop going. Don't let them get everything.
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I would lock it for more because at that point you should have learned, right? And at that point you should have showed your kids the same thing I showed you or the same thing that we did, blah blah, and just pass it on to the point where at that point I probably wouldn't even ever know that $1 billion that we left. Bro, you never know. It could be a ghost. I could be a ghost.
You will be dead.
I can make a pact with God. Like, hey, every 100 years, let me
go check it on the.
Let me go down.
I don't think.
Let me see the family tree. Anyways, I'm talking about.
I think he's in fucking. What's that one? Living Dead. Is it Kuko? No.
Coco?
Coco. This motherfucker think he's in Coco. Like he gonna come back once again.
Hey, but I'm just saying, like to the point where that $1 billion that I originally left, 2 generations, 3 generations, $5 billion. But
I wouldn't let it go for more than 100. I just like at that point, you never know where that money's gonna go. If your generation dies off, then the government keeps that money.
And bro, that's what some people do.
But not only that, what are you worried about 100 years from? Like, you know, you're fucking dead. Mind your business. Like, bro, like, the fuck you worried 100 years?
This is not your problem.
What the fuck, like, bro? You're not gonna take that shit. Literally, like, bro. Mind your, like, you're not gonna be looking over motherfuckers like.
He's gonna make this pact with God, bro.
Like,
bro, again,
like you gonna pay? Hey, I got you at $100 million right now. A couple angels go down to your fucking room, like,
bro. Bro, I think I don't know if it's just me, but again, if I
you
make
a stingy motherfucker, that's what it is.
If I make all the money that my family is getting,
I mean, 100 years, like you tweaking, my boy. I don't even like. They might not even be using U.S. currency at that point.
That's what you go try to tell my lawyer to take my money, huh? Did you check if he was ill when he made this shit?
He wasn't in his right mind.
I just like
nobody else signed off for it.
I damn near negotiate with the lawyer. How much you want?
Like that's what it sounded like. Jesus.
Because bro, you worried like mind your fuck, you dead. Like dead men don't speak. Like mind your business,
bro. Because if look at the end of the day, if it wasn't if it wasn't for my billion or whatever I leave, you don't have anything. You might as well. You're getting your little allowance.
No, you're talking about your family.
So wait,
we're assuming that we're rich. You're talking about your family, your own family. So
like when you die, you have this $1 billion locked down. You're saying that like your kids can't touch it.
They can touch. Like I said, they get a certain amount of money each year.
And I'm talking about saying that before.
That's what I'm saying. It sounded like you meant like the $100. The one bill was
that's
locked
why
up for 100
That's why I
years.
said I would literally like before I die. I'm talking about how much did she spend in the last 5 years? How much did my kids spend?
So you give them a little lump sum,
Yeah.
and then they gotta survive.
Again, to the point where it's like 800 million is locked.
But they're still
200 million is for
consistently
them.
getting money.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
To the point where they gotta learn
That's
to use
cool.
that money
That's
to make
cool.
more
That's
money.
cool. That's
The way you made it seem was
Yeah,
like, oh.
it sounded like
No.
you meant like, yeah, bro, this
Look,
one
that-
bill.
that's
yeah,
why
I
I-
can't touch this.
That's why I started with
He said, "Fuck generational wealth. I'm taking that shit to the grave." Like,
no. That's why I started that whole thing with I would literally be stingy to the point where I would have accountants.
No,
come
that
up
makes
with
sense.
the numbers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't build the connection.
No,
for
that's
that.
why I was like, look, like at that point,
At that point, you wouldn't have a whole billion there. You'd have a little.
right, but it's like if I give them all the money left to my kids and then they all fuck it up,
yeah, it's tough.
then
Yeah,
that generational wealth ends right there.
Man, if your kids fuck off $1 billion, bro,
That's their problem,
If you're
I
not
feel
around,
like.
if I am, I'm gonna take care of that. Cause what the fuck?
I might have to put a clause, bro.
$1 billion? Y'all can't fuck off no bill.
Maybe you know what? New idea. I'm gonna do that shit. I'm gonna be like, if I die,
I feel like
Terrence.
I feel like you couldn't fuck off a bill if you tried, bro.
I mean, nah, bro, you probably could.
Have you seen that one app? It's like spend Bill Gates' money. You could buy all the NFL teams.
bro, at that
Buy
point,
all the airplanes. Like, bro, it takes forever to spend that money, bro.
and again, that's why I would lock most of it down, and they get it. You know,
I
they
mean,
can.
I'd probably buy a couple of islands or some shit.
Oh, bro, I'm buying at least a couple. Bro,
Bro, you think you can buy part of the U.S.? Like I'm
If
talking about,
you
like
had enough money.
like
But
yeah.
you would be like, you would have to have all of the U.S. money.
you would you would have to be like, hey, I'm paying off the U.S.'s debt.
Do you think any like this is going on forever, damn? But do you think any billionaire or
Countries have tried, like China. You know how we owe them hella money. They're like, hey, yeah, we want like a piece of land.
Just
the size
give me
of
the
Texas,
middle- just
right
give me
in
the
the
middle of the
right in the
US.
middle of the U.S. And they're like, oh, that's not gonna happen.
But I'm talking about like Jeff Bezos, if like
It's just not. It's not realistic.
I don't think so, bro.
Like, no, it doesn't matter how much money you have. I
Because
don't
they're
think
not. That was the whole reason why they came over here in the first place, is to conquer land. They
Again.
not finna get that shit up.
for all we know, bro, that might happen in the future.
I don't know. I feel like once we get to a point where a billionaire can own it, like a state or something,
We're
you're
fucked
going
up.
too far.
Yeah, we fucked up at that point, bro. I
Well,
ain't
how
gonna
much you
lie.
think a state costs?
John, that's
I don't know,
a
but then if you
state.
think
One
about
of
it,
the
bro.
50 states. At
'Cause,
that
bro-
point, that means that more people could buy a different state.
And if I own a state, guess what? I make the rules in the state.
$200 billion can't buy me a state.
No, bro.
You finna
It
cash
really
out
can't.
$200 billion
But
for
even
a state.
that's another
But
thing you
no,
don't think about.
probably not.
200 billion ain't shit to buy a state.
But then you also
That's
have
what
to
I'm
pay,
saying.
pay for running the state too. And then they probably gonna be like, oh yeah, you can have that motherfucker, but we need $1 billion for this, then we need another $1 billion for this, and then since y'all gonna need our resources and shit, we gonna need $1 billion for that.
Yeah.
They're gonna tax you for more. Like they gonna make it to the point where it's like you don't have a state.
You're damn
just
near
gave us
you're
the
damn
money.
near your own little country at that point, and then you got to negotiate.
It's too
to
much.
keep
It's
business.
too much political.
You're
shit
over.
to go
I just
into.
feel like that's too much.
I don't think
it
they
ever
would
gets-
let it hide. I don't think they would let it slide.
Because at the same time, like,
Maybe a city, maybe.
but it's because like,
Because I think
What do
motherfuckers
you
be trying to
do?
build cities and
Jeff's
shit.
like-
don't have a city.
but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, what do you do at that point? Because Jeff has billion. Like I'm talking about bill. You just said how
but
hard
that's
it is
the
to
point,
spend
though.
one.
It's not people's problem how you spend your money because people weren't even really meant to have that much money. You just
No.
managed to do it.
Right.
So you're just saying like, hey, convenience me so I can spend my money. That's not their fucking problem,
Yeah,
No, I'm talking about if Jeff Bezos just came up to
right?
something
And
like
they're gonna be like, we don't
They're-
care how
they're
much
not-
money you have.
It's not about the quantity of money at that
Yeah,
point. Like it's not a business.
You're out here
transaction
thinking, like, okay,
for them.
yes, money will
It's
get
more
you
of a
far.
political
Money
move.
won't let you rule the world.
Yeah,
though.
they're not gonna be like, oh yeah, $200 billion, bro. You can have California.
like,
They're
on,
not
yeah,
gonna
what?
do- They're not gonna,
California.
yeah, they're not gonna let you. They're not gonna. Let you.
yeah.
But on that note, we're
Aside
gonna,
from that long ass
we're
no.
gonna go ahead and wrap this one up.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in again. Sorry that we've been away for such a long time. We had
But
a
that's
lot
why we
of-
gave you a really long one.
Sure.
Yeah. We could have had one last week, but
Yeah, we had some complications with.
And that'll be all, guys.
With the delivery service.
he don't want to start it, but he's trying to shut it
But
down.
he's trying to
Get the fuck
shut
out
it
of here. That's all.
But thanks for tuning in. If you guys liked the video, please like it, share, subscribe. Let us know
Comment.
topics.
Give us,
comment. Keep us engaged.
Might have a guest next week.
Yeah, hopefully. If you want to be a guest, reach out. Other than that, we'll see you next time.
Peace.
Peace.